What's up again, Weedle Nation? Welcome back once again. We're going into box number 3. According to this, this is the 4th box we're doing, so this is the 4th video. We have one more after this one to go into. This is all Charizards. Every single card in these next 2 boxes are all Charizards. Here's the next box here. Slightly less cards in that one, but they're all Charizards, every one of them. We're chasing after the 10s. I don't know what all we have in here. I sent this submission off in like October of 2020, so it's been a very long time waiting on this. They're finally back. Finally got them back. Yeah, I don't know when this video is coming out. Probably like June or July time frame. I don't really know. Might be August. Who knows? I'm filming it in March or April. Excuse me. Just hit April, so I'm filming pretty far out. I broke my videos down to 1 week or 1 video a week, just preparing my family and things like that. I got a lot going on for my deployment. But we're starting off with the Charizard Reverse Holographic from Expeditions. Now there is a non-holo in this submission also somewhere. I don't know where, but we'll find it once we get there. Reverse Holographic Expeditions Charizard. This one's pretty bad. A lot of the older cards in this submission, like the Dark Charizards, things like that, were pretty rough. A lot of them were in bad shape. I just wanted to do a submission of all Charizards, so everything I had Charizard related was sent in. We got a 6 on that one. Set you right here. Next up, here's the non-holo version. I knew there was one in this submission, so it looks like they're just staying by sets. As you can see, what I was talking about earlier, this thing is rough. I mean, the corner is destroyed. All down that side over there is pretty destroyed. I got a 3, really. Japanese. There we go. The promo, the reverse holographic promo, the Japanese Neo 2 set, the binder, I believe this was. There should be 3 or 4 of these in here. Very nice cards. That was on the slab. Okay, I was about to say, what in the world? I believe all of these were in decent shape. A little bit of whitening in most of the corners. Not the best shape, but not the worst shape. And this one got a 5. That one was in pretty bad shape. Move you guys over here. Next up should be the same thing. It is Reverse Holographic Japanese Neo 2 from the Binder collection. This one's in slightly better shape than the last one was, and this one got a 7. Should be what, 1 more? Maybe? Yeah, 1 more. Okay. Alright, here we go. Here's the last one of the foil, or the promo reverse foil, as they call it, Charizards from the Japanese Neo 2 Binder set. This one is in much nicer shape than the other 2 were. Still a bunch of whitening and things like that. And an 8. So we got a 5, a 7, and an 8 on those. This one is in really bad shape. Look at this guy. It's missing pieces off the back. If this is in a PSA 1, I don't know what's going on. That thing is rough. It is. Okay, I know what this grade is. This is the other card I asked for to see the grade on. I asked for my base set Charizard and the first edition Dark Charizard. Just to see what they were. This is the non-holographic. But I already know this grade, and if you look at it, you can kind of guess the grade. I did get the PSA 1, which is very hard to get apparently. But I got 2 by the looks of it. I don't know how many more I got, if any more. Next up, Dark Charizard, again, non-holographic. These should pretty much all be Dark Charizards. There's a lot of Dark Charizards in this submission. This one's in slightly better condition than the first edition was, so I'm going to say maybe a 2 or a 3 on this one. Ooh, another 1. That's awesome. I know it sounds weird saying that's awesome, but 1s are actually pretty hard to get, and to be honest, they're actually a little more valuable than the PSA 2s and 3s, which kind of doesn't really make sense, but I guess just because of how hard they are to get, makes them a little more valuable. So this card, whatever it is in much, much worse shape than the last card is. If this isn't a PSA 1, I'm going to have some questions for PSA. Another Dark Charizard in much worse shape than the last one. That is significantly worse. And that also got the PSA 1. Bunch of non-holos. After all of these, there should be some holos also to come up. That's pretty beat up. Missing a whole section in the back, but the card overall is actually in much better condition. This might not actually be a 1. I feel like if it's missing chunks and stuff off the back, it should almost definitely get a 1 immediately. But compared to the other ones, this one's actually not in that bad of shape. Other than that, the corners are actually decent. The centering's actually really nice on this one. The front actually looks much, much nicer than the last ones did. And that got a 2. Not bad. Maybe we'll get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll see. This one, again, there's nothing missing from the back. It is in much worse shape than the last one was, but there's nothing missing from the back. The front is... Actually, the front's fairly decent, other than a little bit of what looks like it was in somebody's pocket up at the top here. So, maybe a 3. I'm going to say a 3 on this one. Ooh, another 2. Really? Next up. This one's in significantly better condition. Much, much better condition. There's actually... oh, there is a crease. As I said, there's no creases, but there's a crease right there. But the edges and everything aren't that bad. The centering's actually much nicer. The front is actually really nice, surprisingly. If you looked at the front of this card and not the back, you'd actually say this had a shot at a 10. That's how nice the front of this card is. That's actually pretty incredible. Wow. I mean, that thing is beautifully centered. That probably would have been a 10. If somebody didn't destroy this card, this would have been a 10. Got a 5, really? That's actually not bad. It's kind of sad to look at, to be honest with you, because that was actually really nice shape. This one, again, centering is actually really nice. Got some dings and dents and things on the sides here. This is probably another dark, non-holographic dark Charizard. I sent in quite a few of these. I had a bunch of them, so I sent them all in. This one got a 5 again. So we got 1, 2, 2, 5, 5. I wish we had a 3 and a 4. What else? What else? What else? I'd imagine there's a few more Dark Charizards. I don't remember how many I sent in total of the non-holos or holos. I believe most of the holos were Japanese, so we'll see once we get there. Another non-holo Dark Charizard. Again, this one's actually in pretty decent shape compared to the rest of them. The centering's actually really nice on this one. There's a few dings and dents in the back, so this might actually be like a 7 or an 8, to be honest with you. And I dropped it. An 8, really? Wow. I actually wasn't expecting that one. PSA 8. That's actually pretty impressive. I know I said that it's a 7 or 8, but I actually wasn't expecting an 8. When I say 7 or 8, I usually mean the lower grade. Another non-holographic Dark Charizard. Again, really nicely centered for the most part. It's a little heavy on the bottom, but other than that, all around, it's actually fairly decent. Some dings up in the corner here. A little bit over there. Maybe this will be the 7. Another 8, really? Wow. Alright, we're getting into Japanese, which means these are the holographic Charizards, the Dark Charizards. I didn't have any English holographic Dark Charizards in this submission because I just didn't have any. I only ever had one, and I sent it in my first ever PSA submission. So the PSA... Wow, PSA, the Japanese Dark Charizards. This one's pretty rough. I mean, you can see the crease right down the middle. Well, not really down the middle, but there's a big crease in it. Another one in the top corner there. This one's pretty bad. I don't think it's as bad as some of the ones were, so maybe this one's like a 2 or a 3. Really, a 1? I don't think that's in PSA 1 condition, actually. Compared to the other ones we got, we had some 2s that were actually in nicer or worse shape than that. Okay, I'll take it, I'll take it. This one's actually in worse shape than the last one. You see, I mean, that corner's, it looks like somebody chewed on this corner here. It's pretty bad. Let's see, it's raining. It's raining outside. I mean, the holo is basically scratched off in that top right corner. This one's much worse than that last one was. I think is there any dents in this or any bends? There's not. Other than the corners, this actually isn't bent, surprising. It looks like it spent half its life in somebody's pocket and then went through the dishwasher and then through the regular washer. A 2. Wow. You see my stack over here with the 5 and belows. It's pretty bad. Next up, going to be another Japanese Dark Charizard. This one's got a little bit of a crease up here. If I'm going off the trends of the rest of them, it looks like it's going to increase in grade as I go. This one's actually in worse shape than that one, at least for bends and creases and stuff. Corners are much, much nicer, but it still has that crease right here. Another one up here in this corner. So I don't really know. I'm going to say maybe a 2 or a 3 on this one also. 3. 3 cards to go. Looks like Japanese Dark Charizards. They probably all Dark Charizards. We got another Japanese Dark Charizard. Did they do the no rarity symbol for these? I don't know if they did that for dark sets, or for the Rocket Gang sets. They call it Pokemon Rocket. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to put Rocket Gang. Whatever. Rocket. Japanese Rocket. PSA 5. So, slightly better than the last one. Next up should be the same thing, right? It is. This one's actually in much nicer condition. Significantly better condition than the last one was. No creases on this one. There is a little tiny bit of whitening in this top left corner here and a little bit in the right bottom corner here. Other than that, maybe some scratch. Oh, there's a nice ding over here on this side too. So that might have made it like a 6 or a 7. Another 5. I don't think that was in 5 shape, but it is what it is. Next up, the last card from this box here. We have one more box after this one. It looks like it's going to be more modern from what I've been seeing so far. I'm still missing Champion's Path Charizard and quite a few other Charizards, actually. I don't really remember what other ones I'm missing, but I know I'm missing a bunch. But this one's in significantly better shape than the rest of them. Again, it looks like they tried to stamp it twice here. Or when they did the cut, it looks like they hit it again over down here in the corner. So that might bring the grade down quite a bit. And a 7. Not bad. So I didn't get anything over an 8 in this video. Here's the stacks here. Everything 5 and below. Pretty much everything for the most part. I mean, the majority of this box was 5 and below. But we did end up getting, what, like 3 1s or something like that? Let me see. We got a significant amount of 1s, which is actually really cool, in my opinion. I was actually pretty excited to get some 1s. 5s. A bunch of 5s. A couple of 2s. 3 2s. Here's a 1. Here's a 1. Here's a 1. And then a 5 and a 3. So we actually got 4 1s in this video, which is really cool. First edition Dark Charizard, non-holographic. First edition Dark Charizard. Dark Charizard, and a holographic Dark Charizard, Japanese. All PSA 1s, so that's actually really cool, in my opinion. All Dark Charizards. Every single one of them is a Dark Charizard. All PSA 1s. That's pretty exciting. But that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully I earned your subscription. Stick around to the next video. We'll open up the last box, and I will announce whatever card I'm giving away from this submission here. It might just be one of these Charizards here. I don't know. It might be. Maybe I'll give this guy away right here. Maybe I'll give that guy away. We don't know. We'll see. We will see once we get to that point. But that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I appreciate you guys watching. Please go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the bell notification so you are notified when I do have more content coming out. And as always, thank you. And until next time, I will see you later. Goodbye.